Well, Grand Rising, everyone. Thank you for jumping on. This is Eric, and D's over there somewhere. And coming into you from the Blanks spot, coming out of Columbia, South Carolina. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27. That's Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. We are a sublimation blanks supplier and authorized vinyl reseller. Okay, so guys, if you're looking for quality sublimation blanks, supplies, and quality vinyl, come on, check us out at theblanksspot.com. That's TheBlanksSpot.com. Grand Rising, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you drop your city and state as you're jumping on. I appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Hello, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Hello, from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Hello, thank you for jumping on. I appreciate it. Drop y'all's city and state. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Like, share, and tag. So we come on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time talking about business and financial education. Tiffany out of Columbia, thanks for jumping on. And today is not going to be any different. When we do come on here, our biggest concern is to educate as much as we can. Share information and educate as much as we can. If this is you and you are new to business, once again, this is for people who are new to business. This is not for people who have been in business for 10, 15, 20 years, or this is not for people who already know or feel like they already know. This is for people who are new to business. So we share our experiences, we share our information, the things that we have experienced, the things that we have gone through, in hopes to help somebody out there not to have to go through the hiccups, the potholes, the roadblocks, things like that. So today we're going to be talking about pricing for profit. Pricing for profit. And I got my little trusty whiteboard back here, okay? Got my trusty whiteboard back here. Drop your city and state, y'all. Like, share, and tag. Double tap if you're over there on TikTok, if you're here on Facebook, and or you see this on YouTube. Make sure you share this information with your circle, your network of business owners. Make sure you share, okay? What's that? Bracketville, Texas. How you doing, young lady? Thanks for jumping on. So you say you're here for it all, right? You here for it? Okay, so let's get it. So pricing for profit. Now, there's been a lot of questions about how do I price my items? What should I put on my website? What should I put on my Etsy site? How should I price my items? So there are no one or two correct answers. Okay, there's no one or two exact right ways to do it. There's a lot of things that you want to consider when you're actually pricing your items. One thing that you should not consider is you should not be pricing according to what somebody else is doing. I'm going to say this again. I don't think that you should be pricing according to what someone else is doing. That person that you're comparing your prices to may very well be lowballing themselves, and you don't know what they paid for their items. You don't know what their overhead cost is. You don't know what their pricing point is and what they're wanting to do as far as profit. There's a couple of things that you can actually do when you're actually pricing. So you got to ask yourself, first of all, doesn't matter if you have a business. It doesn't matter if you have a side hustle. It doesn't matter if you're doing this for a hobby and you get paid every once in a while. What does matter is that you want to price for profit. That's what matters. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you go to our YouTube channel. It is The Blanks Spot. The Blanks Spot. That's with two S's, as my wife would say. So let's talk about this. And I'm not sure if you guys have been to see this. Hopefully you can see this. But if you can't, you can go back and look at it and make the screen bigger, okay? And I guess if I'm going to be doing this type of training, D, I guess I can get a bigger board. Get a bigger board and get a closer camera, okay? So anyway, pricing for profit. So I'm going to do this right here. Now, there's a lot of things that's been going on and written on the internet. Okay, lots of things that's written on the internet about pricing. I'm going to tilt my camera, YouTube and Facebook, so you guys can see. Let you guys see what's going on. Make sure that is a good angle for you. I think we're going to be good. I'm pretty sure of it. All right. So pricing for profit. Now, depending on what items you have and what your overhead is, there's a couple of ways that you can do this. Hey, Grand Rising, everybody. Thank you, Machina, for jumping on. So pricing your items according to what somebody else is doing. There's some things that you can do as far as like maybe checking out the market, checking out what people are doing in comparison to what you're doing. And that may be a good start. However, I want you to think about how much did it cost you to get your supplies? Okay. How much did it cost you to get your supplies? So there's a lot of people out there doing some of the same things, some similar things. And we're going to use t-shirts, for example. We're going to use t-shirts, for example. So let's take this out. Let me see how my art skills are. That's a t-shirt. Y'all didn't know that's a t-shirt, okay? Don't worry about me. Charge it to my head, not to my heart, okay? So now, think about it. If you want to get the right price or the best price for yourself, the first thing you're going to want to do is think about how much you paid for that t-shirt or how much you can pay for that t-shirt. So let's talk about the blank spot since we actually sell sublimation t-shirts, okay? So you can get a t-shirt at the blank spot for as low as $5.40 per shirt. That size is small through extra large. That's the lowest you can get it, okay? So that means that if you wanted to get that t-shirt for $5.40, you'd have to purchase a membership from the blank spot. That membership is going to cost you $1 a day. $1 a day. So let's say that you decided to go ahead and purchase that membership, all right? First thing you're going to have to understand is, let's say cost. And then we're going to go with profit. Now, it might be a little hazy, so don't judge me. Charge it to my head once again, not to my heart, okay? So let's say I got me a membership. MS stands for membership, and that is $30 per month, okay? That's $1 a day. So the first thing I'm going to do is the first thing is going to be $1. Okay, that's my first expense. My first expense is $1. Okay, that's my first expense because I want to be able to get the shirts for as low as possible. I want to be able to get the shirts for as low as possible I can get them. Okay, so let's say I'm able to get the shirts for $5.40 just by investing $1 a day into my business. Okay, so now I got the shirts, and I'm going to add this up later. I'm actually going to get me a calculator. I'm going to add this up later on. Okay, or you guys, if you're in a position to, you can add this up for me. Okay, so now we're into it $6.40 already. $6.40. I'm gonna try to keep this thing under $10 to make this t-shirt. And we're talking about sublimation, by the way. There's different types of processes, and I should have made that clear. There's different types of processes, but we're going to keep this thing towards sublimation right now, okay? We're going to keep it towards sublimation. So, $1 a day for our membership, okay? That membership costs you $30 a month. $1 a day, okay? So I'm making a t-shirt, one t-shirt per day. $5.40 for the t-shirt because I got my membership. I got my blank spot membership. Now, the next thing is I got to look at my paper, okay? I have to look at my paper. So my paper, and this is the t-shirt. I got to write a little better than this, huh? That's the t-shirt. And that's the membership. Now, the next issue, you need paper to sublimate. Right or right, okay? So now, paper, it's going to cost you, let's say it's going to cost you for a 8.5 by 11 pack of paper, 8.5 by 11 pack of paper, it's gonna cost you $21.99. But I just got 20% off. That's how I got this. This was 20% off of this. So I got that for 20%. So I'm also getting my paper for 20% off. So let's look at how much 20% of $22 is. So 10% of $22 is $2.22, right? So 20% of $22, let's go ahead and just round that to $4. We're going to keep it down. We're going to do $4, okay? So $4, $22 minus $4, I just paid $18 for a pack of paper. But watch this. There's 100 sheets in that pack. 100 sheets in that pack. So I want y'all to work with me, all right? I am paying 18 cents per sheet, okay? Paper is going to be $18. All right? So 18 cents. So I'm at $1.540, 18 cents. So I'm at $6.58 already. I can keep this thing under $10. I hope y'all understand and see where I'm going. Does this make sense? Drop a number 1 in the comments if it's making sense. Drop me a number 1 in the comments if it's making sense, okay? Drop a number 1. So now, the next thing is I have to think about the ink, okay? I have to think about my ink. Now, the ink here at the blank spot is going to cost you $64, okay? $64, okay? It's going to cost you $64, okay, for a 4-pack of ink. 4-pack of ink, $64. So now I want you to think about it. If I print one shirt, and I'm just going to guesstimate, okay? If I print one shirt on one piece of paper, one image on one piece of paper, that's going to probably cost me, let's say, 30 cents, okay? We do 30 cents. So that's 30 cents for my ink. And these are just estimations and guesstimations, okay? These are just estimations and guesstimations. So now, I'm at $1 plus $5.40 is $6.40 plus 18 is $6.58 plus 30, that's $6.88 right there. $6.88. All right. Now I got my membership, I got my t-shirt, I got my paper, and I got my ink. And I need to write this just a little bit clearer, okay? Y'all probably saying, well, where is this eraser at? Don't worry about it. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. I got an eraser somewhere down here. I'm not worried about it right now. $18. That's for my paper, okay? So now, I got some of the main ingredients to make my shirt. Well, it's going to take me some heat to press my shirt, right? It's going to take some heat to press my shirt. So now, how much am I going to charge for the heat? How much am I going to charge for the electricity? It's going to take money for the printer to print. It's going to take money for the heat press to press. So how much am I charging for that? Well, I want you to, it's going to sound like a little tedious, right? But I want y'all to take your electric bill. Take your electric bill. And I want you to see how many units you are using per day. How much are they charging you per units per day? Okay. Now, I know you're running the whole house, but you're not going to look at the whole house. You're going to look at a percentage of your office space. You're going to look at a percentage of your office space. So let's keep it on the low end because we don't want to overcharge. So let's say it's going to be 20% of whatever that is. So let's say I'm getting charged, and I'm going to make it easy. Let's say I'm getting charged $1 a day for electricity. Okay, it's going to probably be more than that, but let's say I'm getting charged $1 a day for electricity. 20% of that going to my office space. So I'm going to use 20 cents, okay? So now, 20 cents for electricity, okay? So $1 plus $5.40, that's $6.40, plus 18 is $6.58, plus 30, that's $6.88, plus 20, that is $7.08. I'm still under $10, right? I'm under $10. Can anybody think of anything else that I'm going to need? Hey, Jackie, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Out of Columbia, South Carolina. Can anybody think of anything else that I may need to charge for that shirt? Let's talk about the packing materials. Okay. What about the packing materials? One poly mailer. I'm not going to, they're going to have to pay for shipping. Okay. So for those of you out there who don't charge shipping and you keep it inside the price, that's your decision. That's your choice. However, we're going to do shipping and time. Okay. Design as well. Okay. So we got three things. Tape to hold the transfer. Okay. So now we're going to keep it to the tape. We're going to keep it to the design, and we're going to keep it to the time and the shipping. So y'all keep me on point. So we got 4 more things to add up. So let's say the tape to hold the transfer down. Okay. The tape. I'm gonna pay at the blank spot. I'm gonna get a small thing of tape. It costs $4.50. Okay. So out of that $4.50, I'm gonna use let's say 2 cents worth of tape. 2 cents worth of tape. Okay. 2 cents. And these are just numbers, guys. Don't take it personally. These are just numbers. All right. So 2 cents. So I'm at $7.10 right now. Somebody said something about design. We're gonna get to the time. Somebody said something about the design. So now, if I'm gonna charge for the design, that needs to be already inside of it as well. So I'm gonna charge at least, I'm just saying, I'm gonna charge at least $10 for the design. Okay. $10 for the design. Can't do $10 because that's going to take me over. So hold on. And I want to keep this to make it make sense. Okay. I want to make this make sense. For this particular shirt, we are doing a mass production. We're doing a mass production. So a mass production means that we already have the design. So we're using it over and over again. So they're going to pay a portion for the design. So now I'm going to charge them $1 for the design. Don't overthink the process, y'all. Don't overthink the process. I'm just trying to get you in the mindset. Okay. So $1 for the design. We're at $8.10. $8.10. Now we're keeping it under $10. What else we have? We have the time, and we also have to do the poly mailer. So let's do the poly mailer. We're going to do the time last. Let's do the poly mailer. The poly mailer, I'm going to buy them in a set of 100. Instead of 100, how much 100 poly mailers cost, baby? $16 for 100. That's what? 16 cents a poly mailer, right? So it cost me 16 cents for a poly mailer. All right. So I ought to be at, I was at 810. I ought to be at 826 right now. $8.26. And then the last thing is my time. The last thing is my time. Okay. So let's go with the time. How much am I charging for my time? Now, I'm going to keep it real simple. You charge what you want to charge, but I'm going to keep it real simple. Let's say that we are charging $60 an hour for our time. Okay. $60 an hour for our time. And it only took me, just so you guys know, because I know it's going to be somebody else that, well, it don't make any sense. Let's say it only took me 1 minute to press the shirt. And I know, guys, listen, I know that it's going to take a little bit more. So, because I got to prep everything and tape it and all that good stuff. Let's say I'm charging $60 an hour, and it takes me $1. It takes me 1 minute, which is $1 for this time. Okay. So I'm going to charge $1 because it only takes me 60 minutes. Okay. Excuse me. It only takes me 1 minute. Charges $60 an hour. Okay. $60 per hour is what I get paid. It took me a minute to do this. Right. So now when I add this up, and I'm going to go over again, when I add this up, $1 plus $5.40 is $6.40. Plus 18 cents is $6.58. Plus 30 cents is $6.80. Plus, I'm going to go ahead and slide this $6.80 plus 20 cents. That's going to be $7.08 plus 2 cents is $7.10. Y'all with me? If I'm wrong, y'all correct it. $7.10. Then I'm going to go add this dollar. It's going to be $8.10. Then I'll add this next dollar is $8.26. And then my last dollar is $9.26. Thank you, Kyra. I appreciate it. It's going to cost me $9. It's costing me $9.26 to make this t-shirt. Now, $9.26. It costs $9 to make this t-shirt. Now, how much do I want to make? Hey, y'all like that? I love how I just dropped the mic without dropping the mic, right? How much do I want to make, right? So now, if I sit there and say that I'm selling the t-shirt for $25, I'm selling the t-shirt for $25. That means I take the $25 and I subtract $9.26. Well, the answer is going to be $15.74. $15.74. Is that right? Yeah. $15.74. So after everything is paid, my actual profit is $15.74. Now ask this question. Minus everything else, minus the, so we got to take the membership. We're going to take the membership, the t-shirt, the paper. We're not going to count the electric. Can I buy another shirt? Can I do this again? Do I have enough money to do this again? That's my question. Do I have enough money to do this again? Is that a good price point? Anybody? Drop a number 2 and thank y'all for liking. Thank y'all for sharing. Drop a number 2 if you think this is a good price point. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Drop a number 2 if you think this is a good price point. If I do $25, if I sell it for $25, right? Drop a number 2 if you think that's a good price point. Because my profit is going to be, so you know the profit is going to be $15.76. That's the profit. If I charge $25. Y'all think that's cool? Y'all good with that? Watch this. All customers gonna think that's good. I'm about to bust y'all bubble right now. All customers is gonna think that's good. Customers are gonna think that's a great price. Customers are gonna think that's a great price. But now it's time to turn off our customer, take our customer hat off. It's time to turn our customer mode off. And I want you to think about being a business owner. I want you to think about retail and what retail actually means. I want you to think about retail actually means. Okay? What does retail actually means? Retail is literally a markup. Now, you're on the backside. You're behind the scenes seeing all this happen. And I'm going to pull this up a little bit closer. And I'm going to pull you guys up a little bit closer as well so you can see. You're behind the scenes. You're behind the scenes. Grand Rising, Otis, thanks for jumping on. You're behind the scenes and you're looking at this back here. The customer can't see this, y'all. Now you have to pay the bills. Absolutely. The customer can't see this, but you can see this. This is your profit. Yes, you can buy. Yes, you can pay for another one of these, but that's all you can pay for. And let's be honest, I realize that people are not living off of just one t-shirt at a time. Or are they? Go around this side. Are they living off of one t-shirt at a time? I want to give you guys something to think about. It doesn't matter whether this process is sublimation, whether this this process is vinyl, whether this process is DTF, DTG. It doesn't matter if this process is screen print. It doesn't matter if you bleach the shirt. It doesn't matter. You have to ask yourself, is this the profit that you want? And also, we didn't even talk about this. We didn't even talk about this. Is this the profit that you want? And also, watch this. And also, are your skills good enough to even get you this profit? We talk about brushing up on our skills later on. We're talking about pricing now, because we do have to price based off of our ability as well. Okay? We do want to price based off our ability as well. So I want y'all to understand something. A lot of us are pricing our products and our services so low that we're working for minimum wage. Yeah. Some of us are working for minimum wage in our business. We don't care about the competition. We're the competition. We're competing against ourselves. I just want y'all to understand that. Please don't think about the competition. Because, and I want y'all to understand something. When we think about the competition, D, what ends up happening is we end up setting our prices to beat the competition. What if the competition is lower? Then we end up saying we're going to lower our prices. And we end up lowballing our prices. Now, this is just an example. Me versus me, absolutely. I need to be the best version of me and better than I was yesterday. So I'm not saying, and living in our bubble in that sense, we definitely have to focus on ourselves. We have to see what's going on out there. But we definitely cannot price our prices based off of what other people are doing only. Target customers. Nah, well, you know what? I don't know what your experience is, Auntie Liz. And you may be the person that this is not for. You may be someone who is already well-versed in pricing, and what you're doing may be working for you. I just want you guys to know that we attract a lot of people who are new to business, okay? We attract a lot of people who are new to business. Now, if I find my target audience, don't you think my target audience is going to purchase what I make? I'm not talking about price gouging. I'm talking about if I set some reasonable prices, if I set reasonable prices for the reasonable work for my skill set, don't you think that my target audience is going to pay? So if your customers are not going to buy in for $25 in New Mexico, then maybe you should get outside of New Mexico. I'm just saying. Because we have some customers in New Mexico, and they probably wouldn't have bought certain things from people in that area that we have. I just want you guys to think about this. I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong. This is only some education, hopefully some education that people will actually understand, okay? Something that people can, this adds value to you. So I talk about this. I talk about this because I want people to kind of understand what's going on. People who are new to business, have an issue with making these prices, setting these prices. And I get it, okay? I really get it. But I want you to think about this. If you set your prices according to an area and not doing any market research, not doing any market analysis, if you set your prices based off of one or two customers, that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. Grand Rising, Nadia, thanks for jumping on. You got to think about that, okay? You got to think about that. We cannot set our prices according to a couple of individuals. Grand Rising, young lady.
Good morning.
Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it.
I told you yesterday my voice was leaving. It's almost gone.
Well, don't give me everything you got. I just wanted to ask you a question. First off, do me a favor. Introduce yourself. Tell people who you are and what you do.
Okay. So, good morning, everybody. I am Sheena of the Sheena Michelle Designing Co. I teach designing for one, and I'm also a business mentor. What else you told me to do, Miss Aaron?
Tell them who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Okay, so I'm from Louisiana, and my biggest thing is helping new business owners kind of take their business where it needs to be, as well as a lot of people struggle with designing. So I am that person that fills in the gap for designing.
So I asked you to come on because I kind of assume since you do business and you educate people with business and just getting started, I wanted to, am I wrong to assume that you help people understand pricing as well?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay, so this example may have been a little bit out of proportion, but I just wanted to make it as basic as possible for everybody who's out there. If you're seeing this example, this is not all realistic, okay? There's going to be some prices in here that are going to be more, and some may even be less. But do you think this kind of gave a pretty good example of what, we're trying to do?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I was telling people to tap the screen, because you're giving a good price. Like, you have, at least now that they viewed this live, they should have a base point. Like you said, yes, the prices may be a little different, but they have something that they can go off now. So you gave a really good breakdown, because a lot of times people don't incorporate their poly mailers. All they focus on is sometimes just the shirt and the design. They don't think about any of that. So you gave you broke it down to the T. So I think you did an amazing job on showing, everything.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I got some help from my guy, Brandon. He kind of inspired me to go ahead and break this thing down even more. We talked about this earlier this week. You have a Pecan Tan wants to know how they can get in touch with you.
You can just go ahead and go to my page, and then all my contact information is in my link.
Cool. Make sure y'all follow Sheena Michelle, S Michelle, Designs. Listen, guys, someone wants to know. So that's Bethany. She wants to know, can you break it down with vinyl? It's going to be the same concept with vinyl. All you're doing is taking away the 18 cents on the paper, the 30 cents on the ink, and what else do we have? Yeah, that's all. So you're adding the vinyl. So you're gonna take out these two, because you don't need ink and paper with regular vinyl unless you're doing our printable vinyl, HTV. Okay, so it's the same thing. You switch out the material cost. Yeah, of course you're gonna replace the shirt cost as well. You're gonna replace the shirt cost, because you're probably gonna get a cotton shirt. That's what I would do. I wouldn't buy a polyester shirt to do vinyl. And then what you want to think about is, what is the least amount that you can get for a quality product? That's what we're looking at. If we're talking about price, we're talking about cost. Price is what you pay. Value is what we get. So I want you guys to understand, if we're only concerned about the price, then what happens is we end up doing it twice. Didn't mean to rhyme, but I want you guys to understand something. If we only measure once, we end up cutting twice. That means we have to do it again. So when we get a subpar product, we end up having to do it over for our customers. If not, our name's out in the streets. Not in a good way, right? Not in a good way. So, but yeah, you would just basically replace it with the products that you're going to be using. That's vinyl, that's glitter, that's what's another process? The rhinestones, epoxy with tumbler. That's anything. So this may not be down to the T, but the whole purpose is to inform. Once we inform, we can hopefully get you to do some research to become educated. Once you become educated, you can make an informed decision about what you have read, what you have researched. Listen, if you're new to business, we have to stop asking people to give us the one answer, because one size does not fit all. It don't. If one size fit all, then I'll be walking around here with a medium shirt on. This one here is already tight because I gained some weight. I'll be walking around here with a medium shirt on, trying to, fit into something that don't fit me. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to fit into something that does not fit us. So be mindful of your circle. Be mindful of the people who you hang around. Be mindful of the information that you take in. Try to use this app to surround yourself around people who are going to pour into you, and then be ready to invest in yourself. Not just financially, but time-wise as well. Okay? You got something you want to add, young lady?
No, I'll be honest. You covered it. You covered it to the T. I mean, if people miss this one, they missed the good one, because of that. That's a struggle for a lot of new business owners, and sometimes people who've been in business, you don't realize that you're shortchanging yourself. Especially the person that asked about the vinyl.
Yeah.
That's a good breakdown, because you have to take into consideration that vinyl may cost a little bit more. Think about for colors that you have. So that cost gonna be a little bit more.
It's gonna be a little bit more. You have other equipment involved. You have a cutter that's involved. You have you have transfer tape that's involved. What else? Help me out, D. What else involved in vinyl? The type of vinyl that you get, whether it's glitter vinyl, whether it's smooth, whether it's, a print, all those things. So if you guys missed it, if you missed it, you didn't miss it, because I'm still on my YouTube channel. So all you got to do is go to the Blanks Spot YouTube, like it, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, and you'll never miss another one again. You can always go back and see the replay. More electric to run additional machines? Absolutely. So I know it may have sounded tedious as far as grabbing your electric bill and, getting the things that breaking it down. But I want you to understand that everything actually kind of meshes. So this was not meant to be this wasn't meant to be a class per se, because if it was going to be a class, I would have had you guys on our StreamYard, or we would have been on a webinar, on a Zoom call, right? And we would have had slides. This was a impromptu. In the military, we call it hip pocket training. But this was an impromptu, because I was thinking about this after the conversation that you and I had, Brandon. And I was thinking about it and saying, man, I wanted to add my 2 cents to it. I wanted to see if we can actually break this thing down and get it to the point. Now, I understand that it can be breaking down even more. But see, to the young lady, Auntie Liz, we have a business as well. We have 2 businesses that we're currently active in. The Blanks Spot, which is a sublimation blank supplier and authorized vinyl reseller. We give classes. Yeah, we give classes. So we charge for this information. But this was free. And we also have a company called National Business Builders, which we specialize in business development, focusing in the area of business funding, business education, financial education, business building, where we charge for this. So if I break it down anymore, guess what we're going to do? I'm listening, y'all. Y'all can write it down. We're going to charge for this. But I think this gave you enough information to get started. I think it gave you enough information to get started. So that's my 2 cents. That's where I'm at. For everybody who's on YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I'm going to stay on TikTok because I got some designs to do, but because it's being recorded. But I appreciate everybody for jumping on. This is Eric and D over there, coming in from the Blank Spot. We're Sublimation Blanks and Supplies, a blank supplier. Excuse me, I'm drinking my coffee too. And we're also a authorized vinyl reseller. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27. That's Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. If you are in the area, come and check us out today. If you're on our mailing list, you got an email that says that our paper is on sale, but not the whole thing. Only 2 types. So our 8.5 by 14 and our 11 by 17 is on sale, 15% off. You're going to use code TBS15. That's TBS15. TBS stands for the Blank Spot. TBS15. Use that at checkout. The only minimum requirement is you buy at least one. That's the 8.5 by 14 and the 11 by 17. If you guys are interested, you can get that. You're gonna love the paper because I love it. All right, you love the paper. Great ink release. Great transfer rate. All that good stuff. You can read about it, but you can go to the website. It's theblankspot.com. So for all of you guys that are on YouTube and Facebook, Make sure you like it. Make sure you share it. Make sure you tag someone, and make sure you put the bell on, hit the bell to be notified. This is Eric and D coming from the blank spot. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We'll see y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.